Hello. So we're back Monday and we have a laptop to fix. Yeah. So this laptop came probably Saturday when I was off. Turning on, don't display. Okay? So that's the problem. And I found the laptop in this morning open on my desk. So they open the laptop, they seen this, yeah, and they leave it. Okay? So let's have a look together. What is the charger? It's here. Okay, let's have a look together. So that's what happened here. We have a dual MOSFET which is blow up, and looks like it's the processor V core voltage. Okay, so that's the problem of this laptop. You know, these days the laptop are going cheaper and cheaper, and the reason why this laptop is coming on, and actually it is staying on, is because, yeah, so we can see the light on the power button but no picture. And if we are going on that power supply, you can see the fan is spinning. One hinge is broken. Okay. We still have the light. The laptop is still on. Minus, plus, and is nothing. Okay. We still have the light, so I can see the laptop is on. But nothing. It's no voltage there. Okay. One more time. You can see fan is spinning, so the laptop it is on, but it's no voltage. On a normal laptop, a good one, not a good one, like on a normal laptop, the power supply, they have something called power good. So actually the driver of this MOSFET has to check if the output voltage is right, and if it's right, he's outputting a signal to the starter chip, the Super I/O, which is in this case is ITE. In case something is not right, the laptop, it will restart or it will shut down completely. Okay. It's very hard to trick a power supply like that because the checking time is few milliseconds after the power supply is coming on, because this chip is ordered the power supply to comes on. The power supply has few milliseconds to output a signal to the Super I/O and tell the Super I/O, okay, I'm up and running. Okay, but not on this case. In this case, looks like it's no communication from the power supply to the Super I/O. Somehow it's bad, somehow it's good. It's good because you can. It's not good because the voltage is not checked and the laptop is still on. And other cases, bad things can happen. Let's say you don't have 0 voltage, you have max voltage, you have 19 volts on a 1 volt power rail. Yeah. Obviously, the Super I/O has to shut down the laptop to protect him. But that kind of power supply is hard to be tricked. This one, it's easy to be tricked. Yeah. Just because the laptop is on, we just need to come with the voltage or fix the power supply. And to be honest, I don't know how we can fix it, because already I checked from what is there on the chip on Google and I can't find anything. So we have somehow to modify or to use another dual MOSFET. Okay. But first, let's check if the processor is good. Maybe processor is not good and blow up the MOSFET, the power supply. How do we check? Let me power off the laptop. Now the laptop is off. I'll come with the power supply. Let's try 0.8 volts. And I will come on the output of that coil and we'll see if we have any, if it's working. We'll see if it's working. It's working. You can see HP on the screen. So I'm supplying the power to the processor. So 0.8 volts, half of amp, and the laptop is working. Okay. So we have to fix the... I don't think it's the main power supply of the processor, because now the power supply is not connected and it's still working. But at some point the picture will goes off. So I believe this is probably for the second stage. You see, you have like stage or phases on the power supply. Let's try and see. Restart. So we are restarting the laptop, and it's not working anymore. Okay, so that's the thing. We have to fix that power supply somehow. And you don't have always the right component. Exactly the same component. Okay. Outside is proper hot, so today we'll have like 28 degrees. Even inside is hot. It's a nice day, but still too hot. Okay, let's fix it. So I'll unplug the charger. I'll power off the laptop. Now, if it's only the dual MOSFET, I suppose we can replace the dual MOSFET. But what about if the driver is faulty? Oh, let's have a look together. So first I will try to remove... Actually, I have to remove the battery first. Yeah, so that's what we have there. Let's get the power supply and see if we still have 19 there. Not 19 because I unplugged the charger, but we should have some. We should have the battery voltage somewhere. So check on the screen, we have 11.4, which is the battery voltage. Okay, let me unplug the battery, because you can't work with the power in. So based on the current which is taken, you can see the power rail, it's a big power rail and it's going straight to the processor. Based on the fact it's taking like 0.5 amps, which is it's not a lot. Actually, it's low current. So I suppose this is some a second power supply. You just said the processor when it's boosting, it's another power supply is coming on, and that's how the processor is working. And obviously, when you don't, the laptop doesn't need processing power. The laptop it will shut down that power supply to save the energy. That's not important. The important is you have a dead power supply and you have to restore it. Okay. So what I can do is try to replace the MOSFET if the driver is good, or try to call my Chinese power supply, like how we did on different video, and replace it. What's the right way? I think the right way and the easy way will be to just try and fix this one. What do you think? Okay, from this part, the MOSFET, okay, is broken in half. You see here the pins are welded to the pins are like proper welded to the board. Okay, that's a truck. Good. So how is looking? Oh, it's looking bad, right? So this track is gone, clearly. We have a gate here. We have another gate here. That's plus here. Okay, doesn't look good. Let's clean a little bit. So what do you think about this? How we can make this working? I wish I have a oscilloscope to check the gate signal. How we can make this working? Any idea? No? Okay, let's try and find a dual MOSFET. Or okay, let's learn this video, yeah? Let's learn how we can replace a dual MOSFET with two single MOSFETs. What do you think? It should be fun. What do you think? We should do it? We should do it or not? Hmm? We have a random board. Let me get another one. Oh, this has dual MOSFETs. Let me try and remove this one. Maybe it's what we need. I'm not really confident to replace. We need another one. Okay, let's get a random board. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so what do we have here? We have two MOSFETs. So we have the first MOSFET connected to plus. Okay, so I'll remove the first MOSFET first. This one is the high side MOSFET. Okay, high side. High side MOSFET. Good. And we have our board. Okay, let's solder this MOSFET first. Actually, I want it like that. So let's try. Yeah, so replacing a dual MOSFET with two normal MOSFETs. Because I'm sure at some point you'll have same problem. And if you have same problem, you'll want to know how to solve it. Right? Good. Let me remove the other MOSFET. The one connected to ground. I mean this one. This one we have match pins on this end, so we can connect it to straight to the board like that. So somehow I want to solder this here. Okay, it's kind of tricky. We can do it. And the MOSFET got cracked. Okay, let me grab another one. This one cracked. Give me 1 second. I have to sort the solder iron. Where is my tip? Let's see. Let's try now, yeah. Let me remove the other MOSFET. Well, let's see. Perfect. Okay. Now we have this MOSFET. It's a bit tricky, but it will work. Ah, come on. I think I'm using high. I will switch to 400. Yeah, it's too high. The temperature is too high. We're just, doing puzzles. Everyone loves puzzle. Right? Why I'm not using the solder iron, huh? I should use the solder iron. because I can't use the solder iron because the tip is so bad. Good. Okay, I really need another tip. I found it. It was on the floor. Okay, found it. I found my tip. It was on the floor. Okay, let's do it. So we have to solder those pins, yeah? These three. So what's wrong with my solder iron? Look at the solder, look, it's crazy. You know what, I'm start looking for another solder iron. I can't work with this, I'm really sorry. I did try, it's even worse than a Chinese one. Maybe it is a copy. F390. I can't do any work. No, I can't solder. It's pointless, waste of time. F390 on the... I can see on the temperature, it's like 390. This is low temperature melting solder and it's not melting it. I will lower the temperature, let me lower the temperature. Okay. Let's go for 350. You know what, there's nothing more annoying than you have no tools when you try to carry a job, you know? So I'll try to concentrate on this job, but actually my problem is the solar iron. Look, it's like the solder is not staying on my tip. And now it's not melting. No, okay, I'm going up. $370. What's wrong with this? That's insane. That's crazy. Look at this. You know what? Go on eBay, spend £20 and buy another solder iron. Because I never ever had this problem before. Never, ever. No, no, I can't believe. I can't believe. I don't understand. The tip is clean. Yeah. No, the temperature is not too high. If it will be too high, it will melt this thing here. It's not too high. And it's not too low either. No, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. I can't do it. I can't carry on. I'm sorry. Let me bring my 25-pound solder iron, which is doing a lot better job. Okay? And no more Hako. No, I don't want to hear Hako again. Never, ever. Yeah? Never, ever. Good. We have a cheap solder iron, which I lost even the thingy. But anyway, it will do the job. I'm sure it will do the job. Wait, I think I have some tip for this. Let me see if I can find. Okay, I'm not trying to speak bad a company, but I never had problems. You know, like, okay, let's solve the problem with the solder. I know, never have these problems. Now I have too many problems. Temperature is too low, is too high. For my thing, I don't think that solder iron is 70 watts. No way. That's like 15 watts. Maybe it's a copy, who knows? But I bought it from Amazon. So, can be a copy. Who knows? If they are allowed to sell copies on Amazon. This is not doing the job. It's my solder wire or what? So this is completely burned. I can't solder anything here. I can. I can. That's great. Fantastic. Let me grab a wire. I need a wire. You know how it is when I'm working, I don't want to concentrate about the tools, you know. Okay, that tool is working good or it's not working or no. I just want the job to be done. That's all what I ask. No. Just do the job, that's all. If you can do the job, yeah, you're a good tool. Not this one, not this one. I know this is a tricky soldering situation. Okay. So that's done. All I need this pin from here with a wire to the gate. That's all what I need. So let me solder the wire first on the resistor. And now here, that's the gate. Okay, the wire is soldered. I don't want to solder the other one. Okay, that's fine. Those pins are soldered. I can't reach them. Okay, hopefully they'll solder. Let's check. Let's check together, yeah. Let's see it's working or not. Charger. And the laptop is not coming on because of what? We have like 3 volts here. Why? Let's connect the battery. We have nothing. Let's see why. Power supply 19 minus plus, and it's kind of short. That's not good. Let's see. Good. This is not connected there, yeah. It's not. Power supply. Okay, that's not good. Does mean even the driver is dead. Okay, because it's opening my high side MOSFET. Let me check that's 100% the ground. The gate. I think it's the gate. Yeah, that's the gate. Hmm. So most likely the driver is dead, because it's keeping me the high side MOSFET open. Okay, plan B. Plan B is replacing the power supply. We have a lot of space here. We can even use a small one. Based on the fact we have like 0.5 amps, we can use one like this. Or we can use a bigger one. Like this. There's no space. So here is no hard drive. There's no space for something like that. No space. Okay, plan C. We don't have a power supply. So we are on plan C. Plan C is taking the power supply. That's plan C. We go forward quickly through the plan B, and now we're on the plan C. The plan C is quite simple. Yeah. What's this? This is the power supply from the screen, yeah? What do you have? 3.4, 5 volts, 1 volt, 1 volt. I hear nothing. Okay, the plan C is straightforward. It will take us 1 minute to have this laptop up and running. But that's plan C. And I do have few more plans, but you don't want to know them. Now we'll use a tiny wire so we can lose some voltage on the wire. You think this is too dodgy? If you don't like the plan C, I can understand. But that's plan C. Yeah? So really understand if you don't like it. I don't like it either, but it will get the job done. Okay, so that's the plan C. Let's see, plan C is working. The laptop is on. And it's not working. Or plan C is not working. Let's see why. It is working. Our plan C is working, but it took a while because we reset the BIOS by removing the battery. Yeah. So let's connect the battery back. And very important, let's check the heat and yeah. So plan C is simple. Try to find a power supply. And use it. Now it's really interesting because from 0.8 volts to 1 volt, it is a difference. Yeah, that's normal when you overclock a processor. You know, you raise the voltage and then the clock and okay, but not on this small laptop. I should buy more, the small power supplies. But first, I have to sort the problem with my solder iron. I'll really go online and buy another one. The most annoying thing, when I bought it because they said it's 70 watts, but it's not. And when you don't have enough watts, you always have problems. The solder iron is too hot. When you try to do soldering, it's too cold because it's losing the power quickly. No hard drive. Okay, what is the hard drive? Oh, that's the hard drive. Well, let me plug as a M2 hard drive. Oh, I forgot to shut down the computer, the laptop. Now it's shut down. Now it's on. And let's see if it's working. So it's loading the windows. No, I don't think the plan C is working. The I'm just curious why my plan C is not working. Let's try to lower that voltage a little bit. No, plan C is not working. But I do like to play, you know? Let's modify the plan C. Let's modify the plan C. Yeah, I do like to play. Modify things, you know, just leave my print on it. At 0.8. Okay. The laptop is still on. Zero point 0.70 something. And on the coil we have 1 volt. Let's see. I'm just curious, you know. This is this is so dodgy. No, you can't give something like that back to the customer. Probably I'll try and order a power supply. Let me check something. Okay, that's a Windows issue, not a processor problem. Still loading. Still loading. You know, sometimes I like just to see. Okay, what you can do just to have it working. You know, doesn't matter if it's dodgy. Doesn't matter if you're not giving even like that. You don't give the laptop back, but just to see it, like you made it working. It's like, you know, it's a challenge. I just want to see it working with my thing. But this Windows thing, because the Windows is not frozen, the wheels is spinning. So this is not a processor issue. You can see the wheel is still loading. That's not a processor. Okay, let's try something. Let's supply power, yeah? Let's see. One volt. This is something wrong with the Windows. So the processor can work great with 1 volt. 1 volt, 1 amp. Okay, so let's do the bridge. Because this tiny wire on one side you have 1 volt, on the other side you have 0.7, so it's losing too much power on the wire. Okay, this is developing, you know, it's taking time. Modifying the manufacturer schematic, which is nothing wrong with that. Actually, it's pretty exciting. You don't think? Yeah, it is. You take his work and years of developing and you just replace it with 1 wire. Power on. Let's see. Let me plug the charger. And it's loading, which is a good sign. And it's working. Hallelujah. What? It is working. Let me see. It's a password there. It's a username. Oh yeah, it is a username. And the processor is boosting because when it's loading the Windows, the processor is boosting. Okay. Let me see what happened with my voltage here. It's working. I have 0.9 on the other side of the wire, and on the coil we have 1 volt. So we are losing 0.1 volts on that wire, which is great. 0.9 is, so I'm sure, no, listen, yeah, I'm sure if I leave this laptop like that, it will work just great. So I'm sure if I leave it like that, it will work just fine. Now the processor is just warm, it's not hot, you know. So the idea is we supply the power. Actually, you can see it however you want, but the idea is we have a working laptop. Okay, I'm really sorry. It's kind of pointless this video, but just give you an idea, yeah. Like how you have your plans, like plan A, B, C, and you can have a few more. The idea is how you can replace with 2 MOSFETs, 1 double MOSFET, which didn't work. Probably the driver is gone, or the original dual MOSFET has resistance connected from the gate to ground, yeah. So it's keeping the gate low, because the gate is electrostatic. It can be opened by. It has to be the potential there has to be always kept at the ground. But probably the driver is dead, so probably there was a blow up thing there, and probably 19 volts go straight to the driver through the gate pin, and the driver died. Because I did modify, yeah? This is not like first time, okay, let's modify a dual MOSFET with 2 MOSFETs. No, it's not the first time I'm doing this. I've done it before and it worked just fine. But not this time. This time didn't work. Okay. So I'll stop this video, which is getting ridiculous. Don't miss the point, yeah? The point, we have a working laptop, okay? We have a working laptop. I'm sure this is working. I don't have the password, but I'm pretty sure it's working great. Obviously, I will not leave it like that. You know what I will do? I will order a power supply, the small one. The small one is not good, what I have. The small power supply, yeah, this one. You can see the adjustable thingy is broken. You can see. So this, from where we adjust the voltage, is gone. Yeah. But I'll order a few this, and I will replace that wire with a power supply. We have space here to feed the power supply, and yeah. So probably this is from the graphics. So we use the graphics voltage for the V core voltage, but probably this is a second core, the second stage. So this is permanent on the processor. Here I have 0. No, I have 1 volt. 1 volt here, 1 volt here. Here I have nothing. This is another coil probably, which is power supply, which is on when the processor goes on boosting the frequency. You boost the frequency, you need power. So okay. Well, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And don't take this like so seriously, yeah. Sometimes like now, now I just ignore the time and I like to play. I just want to see it on. That's all. If I see it on and yeah, I know you can you know what I mean. It's just for it make me feel good. Yeah. So look, I did modify it and the level is working. I don't know how fine it's working, but it is working. It's same like in that movies, you are on the war, you are on the extreme situation, you have to do it. Everything depends on how you do it. Yeah, it's like that. You have to just to get the job done. Doesn't matter how. Okay, so see you tomorrow probably. Yeah, bye.